What's going on, everybody? I'm Kevin from Cigar Prop, and it is another Tech Tip Sunday, powered by Monster Energy Rehab. Oh, I need this after the long week that we have at the shop. I really don't have I guess a tech tip. Sometimes the tech tips are how to get like better service at your facility, or how to not be a jerk at your automotive repair facility. We had a two people in, and I actually wrote down, because afterwards I'm like, that's pretty brilliant right there. One person comes in, and this was yesterday. Today's Sunday, so yesterday's Saturday. So we're already booked for next Saturday. Like, our schedule's almost full. Everybody wants to be in on Saturday. We're, and surprisingly, we're usually the most short-handed on a Saturday, because that's when the kids like to call off because they went out Friday night, or they just don't want to work Saturday. But that's neither here nor there. So people come in first thing Saturday morning, like they'll try and be there like a half an hour before we open up. They're jiggling on the locked doors, and we're like, come on, we're still opening up, and then people are like, I got a flat, and I need it done right now. I got to get in right away. And then you're like, I'm so sorry. I mean, if you can leave the vehicle with me, we can definitely work you into our schedule today. That's not a problem at all. And then just people, no, I'm heading on a road trip. This tire has been leaking for 2 weeks. And it's like, what was that? Say what now? It's been leaking for 2 weeks. You got to head out of town, and now it's my problem. That's not what we're here to talk about. We're just here. Saturdays is tough to get into a repair shop. You want to book a couple of weeks out if you can, and you want to be the first appointment of the day, or really close to the first appointment of the day. Because like an airline, like if you get an airline cancellation or a delay, it backs up the whole day. So if you have a 1 o'clock appointment, where some of us are trying to get our lunch at that point, and then all of the backups from the morning are just really tough. But we had one customer come in yesterday, and I think he knew, because he said, hey, if I leave my car all day today, and this was like first thing in the morning, probably 8:30, 9 o'clock, is it possible to get a tire looked at? I think I got a nail in it. And I go, yeah, yeah, not a problem. I said, I'll get, so it's those people that come up and they present their problem right away. They present you with this issue, and now your job is to fix it or rectify the issue. But this gentleman came up and solved my problem for me. He was going to leave it for the day. And I'm like, yeah, and hung it up. Within the next 3 or 4 hours, we found him a slot. We worked him in. We gave him a call, and he came, picked up his car at the end of the day, and that was it. That was a super easy, and that's the way it should be. Another customer earlier in the week. Sometimes we get customers pull up, and some of our regulars, and not, and some not, will know which bay to pull behind for an air pressure check. And like I said, if it's not obvious, sometimes they'll just pull up behind a random bay, and then they just wait there in their cars. And sometimes as we're super busy, and we're all looking at each other like, how long is he going to wait? Or she, how long are they going to wait in that car, before they say anything? Sometimes they'll give a little tap on the horn. Don't give the tap. It's like snapping your fingers at a waiter. But then we'll go out there. Is there something I can help you with? Yeah, I just need air in all my tires. Oh, okay. In that situation, like, pull up, get out. Hey, I don't know which bay to pull behind. I think my tires are a little bit low. That's the way to go. If you're really friendly, like I said, it's we get really busy. It's Florida. We get the heat. It messes with us. It irritates us somehow, or sometimes. I'm a technician. I was elbows deep in the cars yesterday, and every little disruption irritated me to no end yesterday. Thankfully nobody tapped that horn. But earlier in the week we had a guy pull up behind one of the bays, and he gets out, and my guy Eric next to me, the other technician, and the guy's like, "Hey, I only got a couple dollars. Can you think someone could check the air in my tires?" And they're like, "Oh, yeah, you about beat each other down for a couple of dollars for an air pressure check." That guy solved the problem beforehand. "Hey, I only got a couple of dollars," and it's like, "Oh, don't worry, that's fine." And then most of the time I decline the tips. I'm like, "No, that's not what we're here with. We, we do this as a courtesy. Please keep your money." Especially when it's an obscene amount of money. Like, they only have, like, "I only have a $10 bill. Here you go." And I'm like, "I'm not taking your money. I'm not taking it. Give that to someone else. Save it. I'm not, air pressure check. Yeah, it's always free. It should be $1 or two to just throw the guys a bone, at least $1. Or if you want really good service, you can do what another guy did. Just leave it in an envelope, and then tape it to your center, your shifter or the steering wheel, and then write on there, "For the person working on my car," big letter. So, if someone else sees a guy take an envelope from a car and put money in his pocket, that guy just stealing from that customer. But yeah, just "For the technician working on my car." Last time I was in the dealership, I had a really strange problem. My vehicle's under warranty, and I saw the guy there. The dealership's a little bit different, so I hung out. I knew where they were going to be pulling my car in, so I saw the technician, and I came up to him and gave him $20, and I go, "Hey, I know this is a really strange problem," and the guy's like, so he ended up doing some work outside the warranty process for me. It's like that wasn't covered under my extended warranty through the dealership, and he was able to slide that right in under warranty. It was just a reflash. Didn't take him very long, but there was no charge for it. So the power of $20. It's like things like that. Like you can't give me $20. I'm gonna give you free brakes. But you give me $20 and you're having a little bit of issue, I might not write up that diagnostic service, for whatever. Especially if it's something easy, because I don't want my company to watch this and be like, "Well, Kevin's stealing from the company. Ask him for $20. No, if you're having an issue like the big one we see, my windshield washer squirter stopped working, or is not working on one side. It's clogged up. That's all it is. Let the guys know up front, it's like 3/10 of an hour. So it's going to be like a $25 charge. And then, but it's not going to take me 3/10 of an hour. It's going to take me 10 seconds to poke at it with a needle that I have in my box, and then blast it with some air, and you're back up and running. So when you slide someone $5 and be like, "Hey, can you take a look at my washer nozzle? Doesn't work on one side." Yeah, piece of cake. Needle, blast air, Bob's your uncle. You're back good to go. Snacks help. Snacks help too. We like snacks. We like soda. Soda's a tricky one though, so you're best off with like Gatorade, like green Gatorade. Everybody likes green Gatorades. But yeah, just know that appointments are always appreciated, and for a lot of shops, especially us, because we are a little short-handed, we stay busy. It's a necessity. You have to have an appointment. It's almost impossible to get into our shop. There are times you catch us at the right moment and you can get in, but that's a rarity. Saturday morning, so man, don't be that guy that gets up Saturday morning an hour before the shop's open. Man, I'm gonna go down there and get my oil changed before everything hits. No, you're not. Plan on leaving it for the day. Even if you have an appointment, like I've said this in the past, just leave it. Walk off. Hopefully there's a breakfast place or there's a lunch place. Give us some time on it. Don't pressure us for that oil change thing. But yeah, I don't know. Well, we started off one thing. I think we skewed from where we were going. That's all we got. We'll see you next Sunday.